Good morning.
Good morning.
I was going to say there was a song I was thinking of. Good morning. How you doing? My name's something. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, to you. Good morning. Good morning.
To you.
To you. Good morning. My name's Olive, and with me right here is...
It's the award-winning DJ Val.
And you are very, very welcome today on another lovely episode of What's on Your Mind.
Let's
work it out. Let's talk it out. Let's reason it out. Let's type it out. Let's chat it out. Whichever one that works for you, let's do it together.
Let's type it out.
Yeah, this is where the real conversations are taking place. How are you? Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Comment allez-vous? How are you doing?
Voulez-vous?
Shalom.
Voulez-vous?
Kedu baoni sanu sanundaiki sanundezua. How are you? My greetings from the previous weeks. I don't have a new greeting. I'm just going to repeat because I want to memorize these greetings. So I'm going to keep repeating them. Rehajensemeng was from Bali.
It's too long.
And we had Chow Boy Sang from Vietnam. That stuck with me now. Chow Boy Sang, I know, from Bali. I noticed last week I didn't do a greeting. Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Did I? No, I didn't.
You said, did you remember the greeting from last week? That
was it. I didn't give a new one.
No.
Was supposed to have been from Cambodia. I was still staying in that site of the
What's
hemisphere.
the one from Cambodia?
Suze.
No, you didn't do that
I didn't. Yes. No. Suze.
That's because I couldn't remember what it was I should have been remembering.
And if you're greeting to an elder, Suze, you can say, Chum rip, sir. If you're greeting to an elder like you, chum rip, sir, Elder Valentine.
And I would say, Akosomate.
How have you been, DJ Val?
I've been fabulous, actually.
You sure?
Funny you should ask.
Okay.
I've been really well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How's the week been? Weather has been neither here nor there, but how have you been?
Oh, the weather's been... It
started off still wet, filtering in from last week.
I think the thing is, they're saying that the weather's supposed to be, the weather was supposed to be good in the week. Then everybody that was outside London, I think, has been experiencing this wonderful weather.
Oh, wow.
And then we in London, we've not really got it. But, you know, that's kind of like a little bit of a mini heat wave going on.
Is it? We're in June. We should be having a heat wave.
Heat wave and thunderstorms.
On its way?
That's what they said. There's a yellow Met warning out at the moment.
For when? For this weekend?
For now and the foreseeable future.
Whatever. Don't believe them.
It's the tropics. It's going to be sunshine. It's going to be rain.
How have you been? Where are you dialing from? Tell us, what's the weather like? Where you're dialing from? Where you're dialing in from? Welcome to you.
Tell us.
Welcome our usual listeners, our home family listeners. Welcome to our new listeners. You are very, very welcome. Let's get into the gist of it today. I have got some national news. I'm sure you know what that is. Dun, dun, dun. What's the prevailing subject in the news this week? Think about it.
The budget.
Yes, none other.
Round of applause.
Yes, none other than the budget. Before I go into the budget and the news, I want to go through your comments. This is your section of the show. One more round of applause for them. One more. Thank you so much. Kicking us off in this corner is Boomy, and she said, Olive and Val, DJ Val always brings such relatable and uplifting content. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much.
Beaucoup et merci.
Thank you for your live comments as well. Always on point, always valid. She uses both text and emojis. Great, thank you. Alison, hello girl. She says, this episode really helped me reflect on my mindset and goals. That's what we're all about.
Alison Brown, N3G.
You know, that's what we're all about. Stirring you to think. That's why we keep, that's literally why the name of the show is What's on Your Mind.
Let's work it out.
Okay, stirring you to think. I like the word reflect. Lovely. Thank you so much also for your live comments. Much appreciated. Franklin, who says we can call him Frank. Shalom. The discussion on mindset was powerful and came at the right time. Shalom and congratulations on the anniversary. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good, I think that you had the holidays over the weekend. Hope it was a good one for you. Yes. Moving on to Maggie, my thespian. I never thought about the half full perspective this way before. What Maggie is talking about is the concept of your cup being either half full
running over
or either half empty. Yes, it's a wonderful, it's a good, it's on two ends, and that's what we're going to continue to do today. We're going to continue to unpack bits about the mindset and the potential that it holds. So before we do that, let's go into national news really quickly. And DJ Val had kicked us off by saying the main news everywhere in the UK, unless you live in a cave, is the budget. Now, it wasn't what you call a budget. It was a budget review, meaning this is where we're at. These are the plans. So it wasn't one of those, I can't remember what they call the full budget report where they break down.
She gives it a name to kind of stave off the fact that it's not a full budget.
It's not a full budget. It's like a review or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I did, as I do always, every year since we've been doing the show, again, when we have no political affiliations, we just say, wow,
absolutely
this is how this could affect us. So I go and look for the reviews. I go through the budget itself and I find reviews and summaries as to how this could affect you and I.
Yep.
So it's a spending budget review. That's what she called it.
Yeah,
spending. That's a spending budget. That's it. Now, the areas that are affected, defense, NHS, science, tech, will see investments. So they're going to put money into these departments. For whatever reasons, go search it. You see all the details. So if you're working in any of the sectors, chances are that, you might get a salary boost, or you might see your companies will see some money coming your way. Now, funding cuts follow with they give you with one hand and take with the other hand. Take away. That's it. That's how they do it. So the cuts will be in the following departments: the Home Office, Foreign Office, Transport, Environment and Rural Affairs, Business and Trade. How does that affect you? If you do not hold a British passport, the chances are your everything to do with the Home Office, your rates and your tariffs are going to go up, because if they're cutting the funds, they're going to claw it back somehow, and it will be from you and I, they're going to get it from. The Foreign Office, of course, is closing embassies. If you're a diplomat, if you've got family members that are diplomats, there's going to be an effect. They're closing down consulates across the world like that. So that will happen. Transport. So already we're complaining the services don't match the prices we're paying. So the prices are going to go up again. ULEZ, there's not been any talk about extending that, but there's going to be an increase in your the congestion charge levy. So all of that is going. Environment, ULEZ as well will be involved. The low emission zone and all of that. All of those, and you're going to find your toll gates, your toll rates are going to go up. That for toll.
It's like they think of who can we tax? Hold on, let's just tax the people that drive. And I just feel that that's just what makes them think that you put these, and that's what they do. So they do these taxes that will now benefit not disenfranchised groups, but like benefit particular groups. It's always means texted, so you get a bit of a boost. But then they put a general tax that would affect everybody in order to be able to fund it. And I just feel
so
that's just,
it's robbing Peter to pay who?
To pay Paul. That's just
that's what it is.
It's not great at all. I think, you know, I know you got to raise money from somewhere, but I just don't think putting up the charge to we that drive and have to drive. You know, I think like the other week when we were working out, you know, with the driving and taking the train to get home, it was just as much as taking an Uber.
Yeah. And that's why that industry is thriving as well, because they are meeting a real need. Moving on, another sector that is going to see a boost, more free school meals. So families. Previously, families on universal credit, their children couldn't get free school meals because the rationale was that you were working and you were getting some income. Now, that's going to be open to all families getting universal. They'll be able to claim. Better libraries.
Sorry, I'm a bit of an expert.
Better libraries and swimming pools in community centers. However, those areas that are going to get that boost, their council tax is going to go up. Again, give you, take care. The 2 bus fare cap, the £2 bus fare cap. Remember the day you took the bus? I was saying to you that there's a cap. You know,
I didn't
now
even
that
check how much money I paid that day.
That cap is going. So there's a cap on minimum tap, which is £2. So I think if you do 2 taps, it caps it. So it doesn't charge you. It is a cap on 2 taps. So in and out is a cap, £2. So if I wanted to just go up the road and back the road, it doesn't have to cost me £1.50 per route. Now that cap is going up to £3 in London. Now in Manchester and other cities, they already have their own cap rates, which I didn't look into. Finally, last but by no means the least, you need to go and look at the whole list. But like I said, there's a summary of how it affects you and I. So more help for pensioners for winter fuel payment. Last year, this was rolled out, but it was rolled out to only the pensioners who were in receipt of pension tax. Pension credit. That was for them, but now it's going to go out to all pensioners with a taxable income of 35k or less. So pretty much most pensioners. Okay. On international news, I've just got one news. What you guessed national news. So on international news, guess that for me as well.
International news would have to be BET Awards.
No.
Riots in LA.
That's it. Do you know how that started? All of that. Can you give us a backdrop on how that started?
It's all to do with the ICE deportations.
Okay. So again, since Mr. Who came into office, he's been keeping, as opposed to building the wall, he's been doing lots of immigration.
Can't build the wall, so he's just going to kick people out.
Immigration raids, yes. So that's what's caused this. And now, for the first time in God knows how many years, there's an overnight curfew in Los Angeles, and the protest itself, the demonstrations themselves, have been confined to small pockets downtown and some other areas, but it's spreading to other cities in America. So we'll just watch the space for that one. Right. You will take a break, and then when we come back, we'll jump right into mindset.
Oh, okay.
We good?
Shall we take a break?
Don't go anywhere. Keep it stuck.
I've got a couple of interesting things on this ad break.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Chigozie Mbaduga. I'm an author and I'm a mom and I'm an ophthalmologist. I'm doing a crowdfunding campaign for my new book project titled How to Be the Best Mom Ever. Motherhood is such a huge responsibility, and a lot of mothers struggle under the weight of the challenges and the responsibility of taking care of a young person. It's a book that shares wisdom, inspiration, encouragement, and experiences. And it's a must-have for every mother. So do get a copy and support this crowdfunding campaign.
And our God is so amazing. His love is so amazing. He doesn't force anybody to do anything. So sometimes he is watching us go down the wrong path.
Yeah.
But he is always speaking to us. He's always coming after us. And so I know I had an experience in life where I was really just knocking on death's door, playing with fire, being so far away from the Lord. And I know that I have a destiny in him. And so when I heard this song, it was like I was reliving in the text everything that I experienced.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt. Morning vibes that feel so fine. Tune in now, it's breakfast time.
And we are back.
Hello. Just want to say, throw something in real quickly. The special interviews, which you've tagged meaningful conversations, those when they are available will be aired on Thursdays. So we will advertise them, of course, and you can always go back. If we don't advertise them in advance or post, we urge you, please log in and listen to them, please.
Always on the website. Always on the website. Always reminders sent out as well. So on social media as well.
Please.
To make sure that you get a chance to. But Lisa May is great. She's behind the record of the week. I Will Go by Eden XL Music. Shame we can't do music on this channel otherwise.
Okay, so let's go for it. Last week we started talking about the unlocking the potential in our mindsets. We said about how regardless of what your inclination is, whether you are related to a faith or not, the power of the mindset is something that everybody holds dear and is crucial, and acknowledges that it is responsible for many aspects of our lives.
Very true.
And then we said today we're going to unpack a bit on types of mindset. And if we do that alone today, I'll be okay. I don't have fruit and veg of the week. Yeah, we do that. So
you better hope I don't have any inspiring. You know what I forgot? Like what was it? A conundrum. I forgot to have a conundrum ready for the show. Oh,
you mean a riddle?
Like a brain teaser, yeah.
A riddle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't last week, it wasn't a joke. Thank you all so much to those of you who got the answers right and wrong. Thank you. That
was a good one, actually.
Thank you. Yes, the answer was, if you overtake the person who is second, you then become second, because there was already somebody who was first. Yes, thank you all so much. Who was it that got it right?
I can't remember. Somebody said.
A few of you got it right, and many of you got it wrong. But
I got it wrong initially.
Thank you all just for engaging. Thank you. So he's thinking he's going to make this, give us regular. Yes, Maggie said it.
I might think of one while the show
is going on. Think of one, no problem. Tell us one about the mind. Okay.
I think I might have one, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
No.
At the end?
I need to tell you at the end, because I need to remember it. I saw something. It's really funny.
Right. Types of mindsets. Now, there is a lady called Dr. Wake. She's done a lot of search. Carol Dweck. That's her name. Carol Dweck. She's done a lot of research on this side of psychology, and she's quite renowned, and I'm borrowing. I'll give her credit for a lot of the points I'm following today.
What's her name?
Carol Dweck.
Carol Rich.
Carol Dweck.
Oh.
How is D and Re R? Pay attention, stay woke.
I'm awake.
Right.
Just,
growth.
Like rich to me.
So what we're going to do is she's saying that mindsets exist on a continuum, meaning that the changes in character gradually, and those slight changes can be in slight stages without any clear dividing points. I repeat, they can exist on a continuum. A continuum means the changes in these mindsets can be very gradual and also in stages. And they may have no clear dividing points. But this is my addition, the extremes are quite distinct.
I like that word, continuum. Sounds very Star Trek.
Continuum, yes. These mindsets are also changeable. Now, what are these mindsets?
Malleable.
There is growth and there is fixed. There is a positive and there is negative. There is entrepreneurial or worker bee. There is abundance, there is scarcity.
Okay, now.
There is challenge, there is threat. And for the purpose of today's show, by no means the least, there is a mindful and mindless. Now, there are many other variations that you would find, but I've tried to capture them in these few summaries. The most popular is growth and fixed. So let's contrast them against themselves. So if you fall thinking that they are knowing now that, or we're told by Dr. Dwelk that they are continuum, right? You can engage in exercises, in habits, activities that push yourself towards a more beneficial end of the spectrum.
Oh.
So, let's break it down. What's a growth mindset? A growth mindset is one that gives people the tendency to believe that their abilities can be developed through hard work. Brain activity and brain ability is crucial here because that's got the power for change and growth. We have the power, this mindset tells us, to change the dynamics of our brains, either through physiological input, brain exercises, learn new things, develop new skills. This mindset also believes fully that you are more likely, that we're more likely to put in the effort required to learn and grow if we know that at the end of it is a positive outcome.
Okay.
So knowing that if I put in the effort to do the work, I will succeed. What's that other word? A can-do mentality. Let's do the work.
I thought you was going to say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
I can do all things through Christ strengthening me. That is a growth mentality. Fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the opposite of a growth mindset. It is the tendency for people to believe that their abilities cannot be developed and that this is the way they're born. However they found themselves, this is what I inherited, this is what the good Lord gave me, this is what nature gave me, this is what Mother Earth gave me,
this is my lot in life.
Am. Accept me, this is who I am, take me as I am. If you love me, you will accept me.
Oh.
Their abilities cannot be developed because whatever level of smarts, wherever they are, that's where they stay. A fixed mindset can be a roadblock to achieving goals because you are less likely to believe that your goals are achievable in the first place. Why put in the work? What's the point? So when you have people like that in a workspace, they're the ones who do well in monotonous tasks. Just come in, check the rings, check the keys, just monotonous, repetitious, mindless tasks. Because by nature, they've accepted this is how they are. Oh, I'm good with figures. So if I'm just counting, that's fine. If I'm just here, I clock in, I go for my lunch break. Don't ask any more of them. That's a fixed mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So let's contrast the two. And they're the two most popular. So let's contrast them very quickly. Those with fixed mindsets. So fixed versus growth. So I'll start with fixed.
Okay.
They strive to look talented to others because they don't want you to see them as failures. But deep down inside, they can't motivate themselves, but they want to give that impression that they're talented. So keeping up appearances, keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up.
That was a show, wasn't it? Keeping up appearances.
Yes, with
Hyacinth
Bouquet. Hello, good morning. The lady of the house speaking.
Sheldon's going to. He's off to
Who
St. Albans.
Who remembers that
research.
show? And then when the vicar comes, she'll bring out her fine china. I loved
Do
that
people
show.
still bring out their fine china?
Do they still bring out their fine china? Oh my goodness. Anyhow, growth. Those with a growth mindset strive to learn. They strive to learn. They wake up. They're open to learning. They're motivated. They're open-minded.
Yep.
They're never afraid of new tasks, new challenges. Challenges are seen as positives for them. Those with a fixed mindset believe they shouldn't work too hard. In fact, having to work hard means you're not talented.
Oh,
And some of them suggest that they're naturally good. And so this is what I'm good at. Accept me. It's that acceptance that this is what they come with. This is a natural package. They didn't have to work so hard. They didn't have to work as hard. So later in life, when they reach their natural limits, they have a harder time pushing through. So, for instance, in secondary school, they just coast. You get them. They just coast by. They get to work. They coast by.
Because they're so good.
Either way, there isn't, and you find that they're the ones who are actually they have that belief that they are talented, and genuinely they just may be talented, but it's the attitude they come with.
Attitude of entitlement.
With that mindset comes an attitude of entitlement. With that mindset comes from you then find people like that. Perhaps, they come from a wealthy family. There is that air of, excuse me, why bother kind of thing.
It is
because it is what it is. So,
and it's not what it's not.
That's it. But people with a growth mindset believe that you work with passion and dedication and striving to give your best and put your best effort. You may struggle at work, but when you get through that struggle, success is yours. As a result, they learn that their efforts really do matter and they can improve their skills. So you find people of that mindset are constantly, one of our listeners here, Auntie Yose, she has 3 masters. 3, not 1, not 2, 3 masters. And she's doing another professional course now. constantly studying. She is at the zenith of her career. One-time voted Female Banker of the Year in Nigeria. She is at the peak of her career, yet she keeps aiming. That is a growth mindset.
You know what we used to call that in prayer? Never standing still.
Never standing still.
That was one of our values.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's people like that. Their brain doesn't stand still. They're constantly looking to better. I said, what course are you doing now? If you're in this morning, shout out, identify yourself. She's one of our listeners. Intelligent woman, constantly studying. You don't even want to know the other professional qualifications she has. This is just masters. And from not small universities. She's got one from UCL. She's got one from 3 international masters she's got. How she does it, I don't know. On top of that, keep holding down a high-profile executive job. Girl, I salute you. Honestly. Moving forward, those with a fixed mindset believe they shouldn't attempt things because what if I fail? What if I fail? And then they know that I'm an imposter. So people with a fixed mindset are the ones who are most likely to suffer the imposter syndrome.
Well, they shouldn't really be there.
Yes, because they don't attribute their success to their hard work. So when they're moved along, they're like, really, really, really? But when you've worked hard and you get promoted, you own it. You own it. Now, some of you may disagree with me. That's okay. Answers on a postcard. Those with a growth mindset are not afraid to fail, not afraid of failure. They aim to improve because failure will improve their weaknesses, even if they look silly in the process. Even if they get mud on their faces in the process. I want us to wrap up on this one. So remember, even though there is no one person that has 100% fixed or growth, we are likely to have some aspects of each, and we benefit from trying to move more towards the growth mindset side of the continuum. Your favorite word for today.
The continuum.
Yeah. So,
well done.
Next week, we will wrap up on mindset. I'm mindful of the time. I've promised you I'm practicing, so we stay on time. Answers on a postcard. Where are you? Where do you think you are? Fixed? Growth? Where are you? Or did you, let me read through the list again, just so you can identify. So it was growth or fix. We've covered that. Next week, we'll do positive and negative, entrepreneurial and worker bee, abundance and scarcity, challenge or threat, mindful or mindless. Which one are you? And tell me, if you know which one you are, what do you think it's about? So we're going to try and wrap it up next week. Can you give us the trivia for today?
It wasn't a trivia. It was a joke, and I remembered it.
Is it a joke? Because what you call joke might be a trivia.
No. It was actually a really funny joke. I can remember 2/3, but it's the third bit that I can't remember. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It was I mean, I laughed. It was really funny. Really funny. Yeah, it was really funny.
You can't tell us it's really funny, but you don't know. We don't know. We can't share the funny with you.
It had to do. All right, I'm gonna set the. No, I can't even set the premise. It was to do with two people went for an interview. All right, I might have to do different accents in order to make it work. But I guess it was okay.
DJ Val,
I tell you what, you
find it.
Do the shout outs.
Let's do shout outs.
And then what I'll do is next week I will come back with it. But
start with the trivia next week. How about that?
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. Shout out to our post show commenters. Join the post show comments. Come on, join. That's your time to shine. You go into after the show, You go into YouTube and you leave your comments, okay? Thank you all so much to the crew that did theirs last week and got their shout out today. Thank you all. Thank you all to all the closet listeners who don't go in. Thank you.
Come out of the closet.
Come out
really.
of the closet.
Come out of the closet, you know.
We want to see you. Come out. Put your comments in there. Tell the world. Tell everybody. Let's join and tell everybody about what's on your mind. Thank you to all the international listeners. Birthday June. I've got June birthdays, but the next batch of June birthdays I think is next week, which will be my two brothers' birthdays. This week was my father's birthday, 89.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. 80.
That's got to be worth a round of applause.
Yes. He went to the club and he had fun with his crew.
Can you just rephrase that? Because club will make it sound like the man went to...
Country club.
He went to his country club.
Social club.
His social club with his...
Yes.
His,
and you know how they are. They like the food. Anytime I bring the... Oh, so anyway. So we arranged that and he had a good time. I thank the Lord for his life. When my mom passed away, we didn't think he would still be ticking, but he's still ticking.
Amen.
Yeah. And there are a few people, one wedding anniversary, Mama Yad, our very own
Venerable
listener,
Joe.
and Venerable Joe, 30
CTT.
years.
That is,
These
is it Pearl?
Pearl, that's it.
Pearls.
These people are putting in some time. 30 years. Happy anniversary. May the good Lord continue to bind
Bless
you
you
together
and keep
with cords that cannot be broken. Enjoy. Tomorrow is Father's Day. Dun, dun, dun. Do you have plans? Are you ready? Are you all set? What are you doing? Are you having special meal? We haven't even talked about what we're doing. So let's talk about it after the show. What are you doing? Share with us. You taking them out for a meal? You what? Just cooking? What is it? Just tell us. What are you doing? Or even some of the men tell us, what would you like for Father's Day? Tell us. Wedding anniversary, birthdays done. I like to do a get well shout out to a few people. Maxine, I don't know if she's still poorly, but get well, darling. May the good Lord strengthen you.
Amen.
I think I need to pay you a visit. And we have another girlfriend of mine in Kitchi who's had surgery and it's been, one of those post-surgery, it hasn't been smooth. Get well soon and well done, lovely hubby, for looking after her. It's difficult when you're looking after people that are not well. Mommy Ina, well done for looking after your daughter as well. And well done, Tony, for looking after your wife. I also have one of my favorite colleagues, Miss Vaishali. She told me her mom's name. I've forgotten. I'm just going to say Mommy S. I know that her it's her mother-in-law. And she has a lovely name, but it starts with S. I can't pronounce it. I forgot. Should have written it down. This is a shout out to her. On account of old age, Mommy's been a bit fragile and frail, and I check in on her every time. So Vaishali, please do tell her that her children from afar are wishing her stronger, far and near are wishing her stronger, and just hoping that she comes back to close to her old self. And you, well done as well for being a lovely daughter and looking after her as you have. What else? One more. Tell me.
Sarah Wonders has turned 40.
40, so that's a birthday one. Any other birthdays? Well. Any other birthdays? I will do my brother's next week because the two of them are one after the other. So I'll do that next week. And any other birthdays? If it's your birthday and we've missed it, happy birthday. Happy birthday. 365 days around the sun. Ain't no joke. So we give thanks with you. We celebrate with you. Okay. And who else? That's it?
That was it.
That's it.
For birthdays.
Give yourselves a high five for tuning in. Thank you so much. Whatever you get up to at the end of this weekend, have fun. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the weather. The weather is already warming up, so please enjoy it. Make the most of it before the rains come. So you're saying they're promising us a heat wave, huh? So after the heat wave will be rain, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about what that thing was.
What the joke is?
Yeah, I can remember two bits of it. It's
Don't torture. Don't torture yourself. Let's release.
My brain it has a growth capacity. It's not going to stay stagnant. It wants to say, DJ Val, you can remember that. And it's amazing. I can remember 2/3 of it. And it's the last bit I just
So don't worry. Find the third bit. Right.
All right, folks.
Write it down. That's why I write everything down. My brain is telling me, I'm working too hard.
God. You know what? When I said I was going to do it at the beginning, I remembered it.
That's when you should have
gone for it. But you know
for it.
what the issue was? I was trying to think of how I was going to deliver it. And it was going to be funny.
Overthinking it.
Yeah, maybe trying to over-engineer the joke.
That's the growth mentality. Sometimes they overthink things. But anywho.
All right, folks. Adios from me.
May the good Lord keep you.
And bless you.
May he bless you. May he shine the light of his countenance upon you. Remember, do not render evil for evil. But be the change that you want to see and you want to be. May the good Lord bless you. Have a good one.
Have a good one,
good
folks.
Weekend.
See you. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all our men in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Zimmerman, Mr. Franklin, Mr. Femi, Mr. Kunle, Mr. Tyler, Mr. Whether you're a father or not, you're male. I'm just saying happy Father's Day, okay? Yeah. Who else have I forgotten?
No.
Nobody else.
I think you've done all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy.
Adios.
Happy Father's Day. Enjoy.
We are
Bye.
Gone. Bye.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. Olive and Val. There's never